On Friday night, the Belchertown Orioles hosted the Red Hawks of Frontier. The game remained scoreless going into the second quarter, but Belchertown opened up the scoring when Chris Ladd ran 8 yards to score the Orioles' first touchdown on the night. Ladd struck again in the second quarter, this time with a 25-yard run for the 6 points. Frontier found their way onto the scoreboard with just seconds remaining in the first half. The third quarter remained scoreless, and Belchertown and Frontier scored again in the final quarter, but the Red Hawks could not come back, and Belchertown walked off with a 29-16 victory. Let's go to the newsroom for analysis.
The Belchertown football team took another step tonight towards a potential Division III playoff berth with a big win at home on their senior night over Frontier Regional. Most of the game it was the Chris Ladd show as the quarterback ran and threw his way through the Red Hawks defense, a tough Red Hawks defense that played well for much of the night. Ladd accounted for over 200 yards on the night, combined passing and throwing. He ran for 104 yards in all 3 touchdowns as Frontier's front line had a tough time containing him. He had a great touchdown around the left end in the second quarter to put Belchertown up 16-0, and after that their defense took over, and the game was sealed by Matt Truehart's 52-yard interception return for a touchdown that sealed the win that put Belchertown up 29-8. Frontier gave it a good go. They had their running back Austin Watroba play quarterback much of the night. He threw the ball well, but just didn't have enough on the tough Belchertown defense. And it seems like the game next week between the Orioles and the Red Raiders of Athol will be big towards determining one of those playoff spots. That game will be up at Athol, and Belchertown can go a long way towards clinching one of those wins, one of those berths with a win next week. They'll need to continue to do it on the ground and through the air. They got a couple good running backs going with Ladd, with Liam Kavanaugh, and also Jake Lohman. So they're good on the ground. They're good through the air, despite the loss last week of receiver Alex Izat. You know, his loss will probably get them at some point, but if they do a good job containing other teams' offenses, then this is a team that can be reckoned with in Division III, and we'll have a good chance if they at least win their other 2 games, even with a loss at Athol, they have a good chance to get in the playoffs next week. So it was a big win tonight for Belchertown on their senior night, and they celebrated it well.
For GazetteNet, I'm Erica Heyer.